Hi guys, and welcome to our channel. Today we're here to talk about a very peculiar topic, and it's simply something that has to do with money and women. And the question goes like this: can money keep women? Can money keep women? At first glance at that question, you would think, oh, it's a no-brainer. Once you have money, you have all the women you want. But the truth of the matter is, it's not quite like that. And I will tell you what I mean right now. Whoa. So earlier, I asked the question, can money keep women? And I'm going to give you a few pointers to let you better understand and to see if money is enough to keep women. I'll start by saying this. I was having a conversation with some friends, and this topic came up where we were talking about money and women, and one guy actually said that, oh yes, I will grind, I will hustle, I will do what I have to do so that by the time I attain that status and get a lot of money, I will get, he used the term get, any woman I want. So the question I put to him was, yes, you can get any woman you want, but can you keep that woman? And he was like, what's the difference? He said, once I get the woman, I have her already. I said, no. Getting the woman is one thing. Keeping the woman is another thing. And this is what I mean, so you don't get too confused. Women are naturally people who look for guys who are at a certain level. You know, they have certain things together in their life, you know. And we do believe that the higher a man goes in the ladder of life and success, that is, the more money he makes and the bigger he becomes in terms of his position and status, the more women want that man, which is normal, is standard. So what my friend was trying to say was, the higher he goes and the more he improves himself and the more he earns. A perfect example is a man who is earning 100K would only be exposed to a certain number and caliber of women, and opposed to a man who is earning maybe 1.5 or 2 million, obviously he's going to be exposed to a lot more women. The thing is, getting a woman is totally different from keeping a woman. Women's wants are kind of I don't know if the right word to use is insatiable, or it takes more than just money to keep a woman. It takes more than that. And I know a lot of people who come and shout and say, this one doesn't know what he's saying. What's he saying? Once you have money, you're good. No. Money will get you the woman, but to keep the woman is a whole different ball game. That's the reason why you see a lot of these billionaires and very rich people. Some of them I know, if you ask them about women or ask them, oh, you have so much money, so why don't you just, find a woman or find somebody? And you see a lot of them say, no. So check this out. If somebody who has a lot of money and has had experiences, or probably a divorcee, looks at himself and says, I don't want to have dealings with a woman. What does that tell you? That tells you that even a billionaire, as smart as a billionaire is to make money, or a rich person, or a wealthy person, or someone with status, that person, that man still doesn't have the formula on how to keep a woman. Another example is this. You look at somebody, for instance, like Davido, for instance. A lot of people curse him out and abuse him and say, oh, he has so many baby mamas, he impregnates a lot of women, he does this, he does that. But people don't understand that when you get to a certain level in life, as a man, your opportunities are endless. Every woman or most women want you. So it's not a case of you don't have to want them or chase them. They just want you. But the problem is they want you, but keeping them is again a different thing. So the question you might ask is, since I say money cannot keep woman, what can keep a woman? I honestly don't know. But one thing I can tell you for sure is having money and status by itself or in itself is not enough. It's simply not enough. If you feel that just having money is enough to keep a woman, you're highly mistaken. I'm sure that if you look through life, you will see a lot of very wealthy people, extremely wealthy people who they've still not been able to understand that formula of, okay, I have a woman or I have this many women after me. How can I keep this woman? How can I keep this woman? How can I keep this woman? And you can judge that by the level of splits or divorces from high profile people. Most recently, Dr. Dre's split from his wife. Dr. Dre is like a billionaire, but still, he doesn't have the answer. If I'm not mistaken, I think another guy is the owner of Amazon. Same thing. These are billionaires who still haven't cracked the code on how to keep a woman. And the truth of the matter is, it's not that straightforward. You can sit down here and say, okay, if I have money, if I'm fine, if I have this, if I'm handsome, if I'm that, if I'm this, if I'm that. But it's still not just that. It's not that clear cut. And on the flip side, I would say this. For a man to work extremely hard or to want to work extremely hard to get to a certain level, he shouldn't be doing that because he wants to, in quote, get a woman. That should not be his motivation. His motivation should be for self-improvement and to be a better person. Because if what you're trying to do is get successful, have a lot of money, have a lot of status, simply because you want to get women, then eventually you're going to lose. Because you're going to get the women, you're probably going to sleep with them, but you still can't keep them. So what's the point? What's the point? And I dare say that you could see, again, one other thing I need to say is this. A lot of women would tell you, among the list of things they want in a man, if you ask, okay, let's put it this way. If you ask a woman what she wants in a man, a woman will probably give you maybe a catalog full or a maybe 12 pages worth of things they want. But you find out that some of those things are not even realistic. It's not really realistic, you know. Money obviously will be there and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's not really realistic. So, which begs the question, what is it that would keep them? Some of them talk about things that are very funny. As for a man, we understand that in life there's trade-offs. You might see a woman who is not so beautiful but has certain traits that you like and you take her. That's how a man thinks. You might see a woman, oh, this woman is not that fine. She's not like a 10, you know, facially, but she's lower, but she has other features that makes her better. And we would take that. But a woman, most women will want everything. They want the money, they want the good looks, they want the this, they want that. But they forget that with the money comes competition. When you are with a man, or when you are chasing a man that has money, for instance, you're chasing somebody who Let me throw a name out there. Let me use the video again. You're chasing somebody who everybody wants. Everybody wants him. Everybody sees him and wants to have something to do with him. So what are the odds that he's going to be committed and faithful to you and you alone? So if you ask me, I would say that money alone is enough to get a woman, but it's not enough to keep a woman. It's not. You can have all the money in the world, but the woman would still go and mess with somebody that doesn't have as much money as you because of, for whatever reason. It's just the way it is. Money is one of the components of, yes, having a good life, but there's still some other components that need to be put in place in order for you to say, okay, yes, everything is settled. But I'd like to say this clearly. If a billionaire, like the owner of Amazon, like Dr. Dre, like some other billionaires we have around, don't know the key to keeping a woman, what does that say? That says that keeping a woman has absolutely nothing, I repeat, absolutely nothing to do with the amount of money you have. It doesn't. You can get that woman, have a good time with her, but to keep her is still something that is a mystery that a lot of people haven't understood yet, and a lot of people may never understand because of the complex nature of women and their minds. So if you're sitting thinking that, oh, once I work, once I earn a certain amount of money, once I become a millionaire, once I become a billionaire, it's going to be straightforward. I'm going to get this woman, this beautiful woman, I'm going to keep her. You're mistaken. You're really mistaken. Getting is one thing, keeping is another thing. So don't waste your time thinking once I have money that yes, I'll keep. Yeah, you get anyone. Once your status goes up, your level goes up, the level of women you would get, it goes up a notch. But keeping is a totally different ball game. It's a totally different ball game, and it's something that even the best men, the most successful men, the men that have all the money in the world, that have all the experience, that people revere, that people look up to, still do not understand.